Yizzo, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. Feel what I'm saying? You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And listen, I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. Now listen, first and foremost, you already know how we do over here at Grown Man Business TV, right? Time and energy is the highest forms of currency. Time and energy, the highest forms of currency, my G, at all times. At all times. I know they got you out here chasing the bag, chasing that money, chasing that moolah, getting to that guap, you understand me? But always keep in the front of your mental Rolodex that time and energy, highest forms of currency at all times. Is what it is and it'll be what it's going to be. Now listen, big salute to all my day one investors. Big salute to all my newcomers, all my new subscribers, all my new investors. You understand, helping the channel grow organically. We going to the top organically. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel when you come in. Wipe your feet off at the door. Subscribe to the channel. Like the live stream. Share the video. You already know how we giving it up. Now listen, you see the thumbnail. You see the thumbnail, and I'm sure you see the title, so we're not going to make this a long, drawn-out situation. We're going to get right into it. We're going to get right into the meat and potatoes of the situation, and we're going to talk about this. I got a lot of people in the DM saying Big G and BTV, the Oracle, and don't you forget the TV, and you better always remember the Oracle. What's your thoughts on everything that's going on with J. Cole, K.DOT? What's your perspective on everything that's going down between J. Cole and K.DOT? I mean, give us your hip-hop analysis. Give us your hip-hop synopsis. What you think about the battle? And I got to say, hey, we're going to get right into the situation. I love it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to draw this out. We're not going to make this a long situation. You know what I mean? The battle between K.DOT and Kendrick Lamar is exactly what the sport needed. It's exactly what hip-hop needs. You got to love it. You gotta love it. Now, a lot of people in the DMs, they asking who I'm rolling with. Well, listen, I like K.DOT and I like Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? I like them both, but I gotta say, right now it's 1-0. J. Cole is up 1-0. I gotta put J. Cole up 1-0. You know what I'm saying? I like what K.DOT did with Metro Boomin. I like what he did with the whole song. Bang! I like what he was doing, but I ain't gonna lie. That 7-minute drill from J. Cole, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. That right there trumps. It trumps what K.DOT did. And I want to say this. I want to put this out there. I want to go ahead and get this out there. I want to go ahead and put this out in the forefront. Listen, K.DOT, you know, you went out there with Metro Boomin, you got with Future, you got Froggy, you leaped off your lily pad, homie, and you said some things and you went at the big three and no, it's big me, and you did what you did, and I respect that. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, you wanted to see if they was going to come outside to play. You shot them shots at like that. You shot them shots. We all heard it. We all saw it. We all recognized you was getting that. Drake and Cole, they teamed up. I respect that. I really like that song. And you wanted to see if J. Cole and Drake was going to come out to play. And I don't know about Drizzy Drake, but I'm going to tell you something. J. Cole, he came out to play, homie. He came out to play. You know what I mean? Salute to the chat. You know, he came out to play. And you know, this kind of reminds me of the Meek Mill situation where Meek Mill got at Drake and he didn't think that Drake was going to come out to play, and then Drake came out to play with the back-to-back. Back-to-back. You know, understand what I'm saying? So let's not make this another Meek Mill situation, K.DOT. You said what you said. You know, J. Cole came out to play, homie. J. Cole stepped out the house. J. Cole said, you want beef, you want war, let's go to war. You feel me? So let's not take 2 years to respond. Kendrick Lamar, listen. You said what you said. You know what I mean? J. Cole set his album up. It didn't take him 2 months. It didn't take him 3.5 weeks. It didn't take him 4.5 weeks. J. Cole came out to play immediately. And I hope that you do the same thing, K.DOT. We don't want no Meek Mill situation. We don't need 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks going by. You know, we don't want to have a whole situation going down. Listen, man, you came out to play. You need to respond within 4. We need a quick response. We need a quick response, homie. And I just wanted to throw that out there because, you know, again, K.DOT, you know, he think he the best. K.DOT is Kendrick Lamar. You know, he talk that talk. I got to give him that. But let's not forget about Jermaine Cole, homie. Let's not forget about Fed Nam. Let's not forget about North Carolina, my G. Yeah, man, I'm rocking with Cole on this one. I'm rocking with Cole on this one. And non-biased, I got to put it one up. It's 1-0 right now. J. Cole is up 1-0. K.DOT, we need a response, homie. And again, we don't need 2, 3 months to go by. We don't need 4, 5 weeks to go by. We need a response within the next 2, 3. Yeah, we need that. Salute to the chat, man. What it do? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. You know, I like that verse from K.DOT. But when you listen to that 7, this is what you gotta understand. I'm an old head, man. I'm an 80s baby. You know, I remember the Tupac. First off, yo, chin and click, you claim West Side. When we ride, come equipped with game. You claim to be a player, but I plucked your wife. We bust on bad boys, niggas pluck for. See, I like how, you know, that's what make that Hit 'Em Up song one of the #1 beef and diss track to me. Because Tupac said names. Tupac said names, homie. And I feel like at this present moment, K.DOT, you need to say names. You need to step out there on a limb. You need to say J. Cole name. You need to say Drake's name. Right now, you don't even worry about Drake. Kendrick Lamar, right now, you don't need to worry about Drake. You need to step out there. You need to respond to J. Cole. You need to say Jermaine Cole. You need to say J. Cole. You need to say Fed Nam. No more subliminals, homie. J. Cole took the gloves off, and I ain't gonna lie, man. One thing for sure, 2 things for certain. It's easy to forget the animal in J. Cole. It's easy to forget because he's a humble guy. He's soft-spoken, you know what I'm saying? Very humble guy. He doesn't dress gaudy. He's not into the designer. You're not gonna see him in a Lamborghini. You know, J. Cole liable to pull up Midtown on a bike. J. Cole, so it's easy to forget that lyrically, he is an animal. Full-blown animal, homie. And again, like big salute to J. Cole. I like the album. The album is fire. The album is fire. The song Pricey, that's my favorite song right now. I've been playing that on repeat. Pricey with Young Dro and Gucci Mane. Fire track. Fire track. But we talking about the dissing right now. We talking about the back and forth. And K.DOT, I respect what Kendrick Lamar did. A big Kendrick Lamar fan as well. You know, he got classic albums. Kendrick Lamar got classic material. We already know he got hella Grammys. We already know K.DOT is a lyrical machine. And I feel like K.DOT stepped out there on a limb, not thinking that J. Cole was going to come outside to play. You understand what I'm saying? He stepped out there. He sent some shots out there. He didn't fully step into that diss. He just, you know, it wasn't that long, and he got to the point. You know what I'm saying? These niggas clicking up. You know what I mean? He was talking his talk. You know what I'm saying? And the K.DOT and all dogs go to heaven. Like, he was saying what he was saying. And I don't know if he expected J. Cole to respond so swiftly, so fast, and come outside to play. But I'm here to tell K.DOT, listen, homie, you down 1-0, baby. You down 1-0. You down, homie. You know what I mean? And the fact of the matter is, you said what you said. You stepped out there. You want lyrical competition. And yes, man, J. Cole done gave you some lyrical competition. We don't need another Meek Mill situation. We don't need you to take 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks to respond. We don't need you to have all this X, Y, and Z going on to respond. It's time to respond, homie. 7-minute drill done been out 2, 3 days now. 2, 3 days. What's going on? What we doing, homie? What we doing? K.DOT. We don't need because this is how I'm feeling. This is how I'm starting to feel. Um, it's starting to feel like the Drake and Meek Mill situation, where we automatically thought that it was gonna be a back and forth, and then Meek Mills never responded. And I'm thinking like, K.DOT, I know you already had hopefully you had a full clip before you went at J. Cole. Hopefully you had 4, 5 different verses, 4, 5 different diss songs already in a full clip before you decided to go at your main Cole, homie. We gonna keep it simple. We gonna keep it simple, but it already done been 2, 3 days, K.DOT. Where you at? Somebody get K.DOT on the line. Somebody get in touch with TDE. Somebody hit him on Instagram. Somebody hit him on Twitter. Tell him grown man business TV told him we need a response, K.DOT. We need a response, homie. This is what I think about it. It's exactly what the sport needs. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like rap, I feel like hip hop is almost like the NBA. Everybody's kumbaya. Everybody's holding hands. Everybody want to be friends. Everybody's clicking up. Everybody want to do X, Y, and Z, but nobody want to go to war. So I respect that. I respect that move, K.DOT, because nobody want to go to war. Everybody want to hold hands. Everybody want to stand under the rainbow. Everybody want to talk about X, Y, and Z, but nobody want to go to war. And that's what hip hop was built off of. It was built off of war. It was built off of battle and competition. So I think it's excellent for the sport. I think that it's a beautiful thing that these top tier rappers like K.DOT and Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole show these young boys how it's done. I'ma show you how to do this, son. You know Jay-Z and them. You know, I'm gonna show you how to do this. We gonna be, we gonna make money, but we ain't gotta go to war. We ain't gotta drill each other. But we gonna go to war on these tracks. We gonna go to war lyrically. We gonna figure out and find out who's the best. And I respect K.DOT again. I respect what he did. When I heard that song with Metro Boomin, even at this point, I still like that song. I really like the beat. I like how Metro Boomin's production on that joint is crazy. I love how the beat just do 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 do. I like the beat. I like K.DOT. I like what he talking about. But that 7-minute drill from J. Cole, it fully refreshed my memory. It really reminded me of the warm up, the come up, the blow up, all the mixtapes that J. Cole did before he got with Jay-Z. That hungry Jermaine Cole. It really reminded me of what he's capable of. And I ain't gonna lie, K.DOT. That 7-minute drill joint was fire. Fire to me. When J. Cole is different, homie. And then he did it on 2 different beats. He went from one beat to another beat. He gave K.DOT a whole song, homie. He gave him a whole track directed toward it wasn't like half a song. It wasn't, Future on one verse and him on the other. It was a whole song directed at K.DOT. So one thing for sure, 2 things for certain, J. Cole came out to play. J. Cole came out to play. What Kendrick said was, these dudes is clicking up. It ain't no big 3, nigga. It's just Big B, nigga. Bam. That shit is a light pack. Like, I like that joint. I ain't gonna lie. I like that joint from Kendrick. Fire. Fire. It's fire. Your last joint was a light pack, and Prince outlived Mike Jack, nigga. Bam. I like that. I like that, homie. I gotta give him that. I like that. But I'm gonna tell you this. That 7-minute shooter joint, that 7-minute drill, Yeah, K.Dot. That's J. Cole saying, listen, I'm outside, homie. You want to go, you want to really do this? Respond to this right here, and we gonna go to war. This is a warning shot, and I ain't gonna lie, J. Cole, that was a hell of a warning shot, homie. I gotta respect J. Cole for stepping out. J. Cole say, I'm coming outside, man. You want me outside? I'm outside, K.Dot. Now what we doing? Now K.Dot, it's on you. It's on you, homie. And y'all, if you ask me, you're already taking too long. You're already taking too long. You already taking too long, homie. It done been 3-4 days already since we've been listening to this J. Cole, and we ain't heard nothing from you. To me, it's already taking too long. But we gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. It's time to come outside, Kendrick. Kendrick, come outside. Somebody let K.Dot know. Grown man business TV said, come outside, homie. It's time to go to war. It's time to go to war, baby. What you want to do? You ask for some beef. You ask for some confrontation. You ask for lyrical warfare. And yeah, we here now. Oh, we here now. Big salute to J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar. I ain't gonna lie. Me personally, I'm glad that J. Cole stepped out before Drake did. Because one thing for sure, two things for certain. Drake ain't got a good track record when it come to dark-skinned rappers. Is what it is, it'll be what it's gonna be. Drake don't got a good track record when it come to dark-skinned rappers. Drake like to paint his nails. Drake like to wear a perm and put hair. Yeah, he like hair clips. He like colorful hair clips in his hair right now. So I don't feel like Drake is proper. I don't feel like he's on a certain level where he could go back and forth with a Kendrick Lamar. You see what happened when he went out there with Pusha T. He almost lost his career. Drizzy Drake. So at this present moment, J. Cole is the perfect rapper to step out there and say, we about to get it on, we about to do it, we about to handle business. Hey, baby girl, you good? Yeah, I'm about to eat. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about. Brick wall. Listen, I'm thinking. I ain't gonna lie, man. K.Dot better step out. He asked for some beef. He said he want lyrical exercise. He want to go to war. He want beef. He want to do back and forth. He want to battle with somebody. And J. Cole stepped right outside. We ain't have to wait a whole week. We ain't even have to wait a week. He got his album together, and here we are. So I'm gonna give K.Dot a good week. I'm gonna give him a week, but hey, man, that boy better respond, and he better respond. And listen, we don't need Future on this one. We need K.Dot, and that's it. Yeah, all facts. All facts. Drake is having a big meeting right now with his ghostwriters saying, hey, you think we can handle this? One thing for sure, two things for certain. Drake and J. Cole already know what K.Dot is capable of. So they saying Drake got ghostwriters. Yeah, that blackface, I never looked at Drake the same since that, and he still ain't explained that blackface photo. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Drake is not real hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Drake is a pop star. He's a pop artist. He does all different type of genres of music. He does Jamaican music. Sometimes he sounds like he's from England and Britain, and then sometimes he sounds like he's from Jamaica, and sometimes he sounds like he's from Canada, and sometimes he even sounds like he's from Memphis. Drake does all type of different music. J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, hip hop artists, pure hip hop. Hey man, listen man, I don't really know what's going on, but it seemed like the algorithm been sending transformers into my chat. They've been sending a lot of transmissions into my chat, trying to distract me from the business at hand. You understand me? And I told y'all one thing for sure, two things for certain. We don't work on transmissions over here. Over here at Grown Man Business TV, we not doing no oil changes. We not checking no carburetors. We not, yeah, if your transmission is slipping, then your transmission is slipping. But we not rebuilding no transmissions over here. We not putting in no work with no transformers over here. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be, man. So I'm gonna get rid of you. Let me find you. Light, you have been removed, homie. Yeah, I got rid of I had to get rid of you, homie. You know, we not we not dealing with no transmissions over here. You want somebody, you want a mechanic that's gonna work on the transmission, that's gonna work on the transformer. You might want to go over there to Gilbert Arenas, yeah, and Swaggy P. Them boys is late night mechanics. Them boys will work on your transmission when it get to slipping, and they'll slip in and out, and they'll give you an oil change. But over here, it's no good, Pop. New Orleans, what it do? What it do? New Orleans in the building. Salute. So yeah, man, we not gonna stay long in this topic, but you know, we back at the big house. Did a nice live stream earlier today talking about, you know, Gene exposing him when it come to Biggie Smalls. I want to throw this out there before I get back on J. Cole and K.DOT. I want to say something. I want to give a public service announcement to Choke No Joke. And I don't know if you guys are in tune with Choke No Joke. I don't know if you listen or get down with Choke No Joke. But I want to send a public service announcement to Choke, and I want to let you know, man, you are dead wrong for making those rap songs, homie. I don't know if somebody in your chat told you. I don't know if anybody ever told you, but rapping is not your thing. You are a camera. You are a cameraman. You know, you record documentaries. You make all different type of situations. But the last thing you need to do is you don't listen. You don't need to rap no more. Choke No Joke. Give it up. And it's disrespectful what you doing to the rap game. It's disrespectful, homie. Yeah, I just needed to put this out there. Choke No Joke. We don't need you to rap. No, listen, those raps, homie, is setting the rap game back 40 years, 50 years. That shit sound worse than Curtis Blow. Listen, Choke No Joke. Those raps are worse than Curtis Blow. It is disgusting work, my G. Nasty work. And I ain't gonna lie, man. I had to get that out there. I needed to say that. This is, you need, Choke No Joke. I don't like this step on nobody's dreams. I understand everybody got a dream and they wanna do, you know, the things that they feel that, but you need to do what you good at. And rapping is not it. I needed to get that off my chest, man. Disrespectful. Choke No Joke got a song where he said, he said it was Red Lobster cooch like biscuits. Hey, bruh, Choke No Joke, the game is over. Rapping is you disrespecting, man. You disrespecting the rap game on the highest level. All right, and I wanted to put that out there. Choke No, the game is over, man. It is crazy, yo. Go to Choke No, somebody go to Choke No Joke page and listen to those raps that he be putting on them. Man, it is the craziest thing. So I just needed to get that out there now. J. Cole and K.DOT. K.DOT, you wanted some smoke. You wanted some smoke with J. Cole. You wanted lyrical exercise. You wanted somebody to come out and play, and J. Cole came out to play, homie. Yo, I ain't got no shooters in the chat. Hey, look, I ain't got no shooters in the chat. So if I ain't got no shooters in the chat, I'm going to do the shooting. I'll do the shooting on it. Yeah, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. I think that is perfect timing for a battle. It's perfect timing for K.Dot and the J. Cole to go back and forth, my G. It is what it is. It's only right. It's only going to strengthen the game. It's only going to, you know, it's only going to take the game to the next level. It's good for the youngsters to see, you know, top tier superior rappers, you know what I'm saying, going back and forth and performing lyrical warfare. Cause that's what hip hop was built on. Lyrics. Not just a vibe, not just a song, not just a, you know, a hook, not just an image, but it was based off of lyrics. Who had the best lyrics? Who could put the words together the best way? Who was the best wordsmith? Who had the best wordplay? That's what the game was built off. So it's a beautiful thing watching these two artists go back and forth. But um, right now I got I got J. Cole up 1-0. I got J. Cole up 1-0. And I'm waiting for K.Dot to respond. I'm waiting for Kendrick Lamar to come back, double back. Let me hear something. Yeah, yeah, you know how that go. Let me hear some, homie. You got some? You rap? You a rapper, right? Okay, let me hear some. See what you got. Let me hear some, homie. You know what I mean? You spit? Oh word, you a rapper. You rap, you spit? Let me hear some. I got a couple minutes. Let me hear something. I'm waiting for K.Dot to respond. I'm waiting for K.Dot to double back and let me, yeah, let's see what you got. Cause J. Cole went crazy. Yo, I don't know how y'all think that J. Cole response was trash, man. That's crazy. That's how, I don't know. I mean, do you listen to music or do you just skim through it? Do you listen to music or do you just skim through it, man? Because you must be just skimming through it, man. There's no way around it. You must be skimming through it. You gotta come back with a 14-minute drill. Yo, you gotta do something. And this is what you gotta understand too. I don't think that K.Dot can't respond. I don't think that he's not capable. I'm just waiting to hear something. Cause I ain't, you know, again, we don't need a 3-week wait. We don't need you to wait 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 2 months. We don't need that. We need a response immediately, K.Dot. Immediately. Yeah, I just said that. Brian Davis, I just said that. You know, it's beautiful. It's excellent for the game. You understand what I'm saying? You know, real hip hop, lyricism. You know, this is an art craft. This is not just a way to make money. This is an art, my G. This, you know, these youngsters, they took the art out of hip hop. They took the art out of it. They, you know, once they figured out that it's a business, because it is the music business, and they said to themselves, you know, we want to elaborate and we want to explore the music business. They forgot totally about the art form that come with this. The art form is what made it a business. See, before the art wasn't right, the business wasn't right. The art became pure art. The art became priceless. And here come the business. Here come the money. The youngsters, they getting money, but they forgot about the art. So the youngsters think they could just go and get a TikTok and do the TikTok dance and goddamn shimmy that shimmy, shimmy raw, shimmy yay. And they get the shimmying all over the place and they make some money. But they forgot that, you know, it was people that used to sit down and write bars, wordsmith, you know, syllables and metaphors and, you know, yeah, playing with this thing. Pause, no Diddy. No Diddy. So it's a beautiful thing. And that's why I say too, we don't need no long wait, K.Dot. We don't need 2-3 weeks in between what's going on. You said something about, you know, this ain't the big three. This is big me. Nigga, bang. You said that, K.Dot. You said that you send the dogs to heaven, and you said that Prince outlived Mike Jack. You said a lot, K.Dot. And J. Cole went and responded ASAP. He didn't take a month. He didn't take 3 weeks. He didn't take 5 weeks. He responded ASAP. So we don't need another Meek Mill situation. We need you to respond. Yeah, we need you to respond in a proper manner. You know what I'm saying? because I'm listening to the J. Cole joint right now. I ain't really went back to the I like the Metro Boomin album, but I don't really rock with Future like that. Future's not talented when it come to, he's not a talented, he's a pop star, so he's not a rapper. So I haven't been really tuning back into the Metro Boomin. J. Cole got a track with Cameron that's fire. He got a joint called Priceless, fire. He got that 7 minute drill, fire. Yes, sir, repping VA as well. Yeah, 100%. You know, and J. Cole, that's North Carolina, so he right across the border. You know what I'm saying? J. Cole right across the border. Yeah, I'm glad, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm glad he stood there and he held his own. I'm glad he did his thing. Yeah, he representing that. Yeah, he representing Fayetteville. Yeah, he representing that area. That's a couple hours from the city. J. Cole right down the street from, yeah, he right outside of Virginia. You feel me? So I was looking forward. I was looking forward to that response. And you went to sleep on 7 minute drill? I mean, do you listen to music or do you just skim through it? See, I'm influenced by the ghetto you ruined. The same dude you gave nothing. We made something doing what I do through and through. And I bring you the news. It's just his ghetto point of view. The renegade, you been afraid. I penetrate pop culture. Bring them a lot closer to the block where they pop toasters and they live with their moms and pop roasters. Got poverty niggas passed over. Mommy's knocked down because she wasn't notched over, knocked down by some clown. When child support knocked low, he's not around. Now how that sound to you? Jot it down. I bring it through the ghetto when I ride around. Riding around, ducking strays from frustrated youth stuck in their ways. Just read a magazine that fucked up my day. How you rate music that thugs with nothing relate to it. I hope them see they way through it, not you. Man, this game came from bars. You know what I'm saying? Shit came from bars, homie. Shit came from bars, man. So, I mean, I don't know. Do you listen to music or do you just skim through it? Nah, I ain't gonna lie, man. Me and my cousin always used to argue about that. I don't really believe that Eminem smoked Jay-Z on that track. You know, I like Eminem and I like how he rapped and I like what he was talking about, but I relate more to what Jay-Z was saying. So when I listen to that track, they both lyrically inclined. They both top tier rappers, but it's really about what you into. It's really about what you into. Yo, Jay said, do rag wrapping my waves up, pockets full of hope. Do not step to me, I'm awkward. I box lefty, you're off, and my pops left me and off, and my mama wasn't home. Could not tell me I wasn't grown, especially on the nights I brought something home to quiet the stomach rumblings. My demeanor, 30 years, my senior, my childhood didn't mean much, only raising green up. Like, I could relate to that. So I don't think that Eminem smoked nobody on that track. Do rag wrapping my waves up, pockets full of hope. Do not step to me, I'm awkward. I box lefty, a orphan. My pops left me an orphan. My mama wasn't home. Like, that's what you mean? Like, what you mean? Cause that resonated with me when I was young. When I heard Jay-Z say that, I got goosebumps when I heard that. My childhood didn't mean much, only raising green up. You know, people I know, we've been working since we was 15, 16 years old. All we knew, soon as we got a chance to get some money, that's all we wanted to do. My generation, the ambition, we a different breed of animal. These new youngsters, they not built like us. We got to actually teach them and show them and push them to be what the shit that I teach, like my kids, my daughters and all that. Nobody gave me that. I was the environment taught that. You ain't getting it when you turn 15. You go get a worker's permit so you could go to work, so you could get what you want. That shit came from the music. That came from what we was listening to every day. So when I heard Renegade, I didn't hear Eminem. I don't even know his verse. I couldn't repeat his verse word for word like that. I heard him, you know what I'm saying, and I respected his craft. Um, but his words didn't burn into my mental Rolodex the way Jay-Z verse. Eminem never wore a do-rag. He don't know about wrapping his waves up. Come on, man. See what I'm saying? Big shout out to my barber. He don't know about wrapping them waves up, man. Eminem don't know about that. Yeah, Jay, for a long time, I was like a huge Jay-Z fan. I listened to Jay-Z. I used to listen to Jay-Z every day. Those again, lyrics. That's why J. Cole and K.DOT, this thing is so important. It's important that K.DOT gets his rhymes together and he responds properly, because these youngsters don't have this element of hip hop. This element of hip hop is almost, you could listen to the battle rappers, but we don't believe the battle rappers. That shit is like watching wrestling. So nobody wants to hear the battle rappers battle, because we don't watch the wrestlers wrestle, because in the back of our mind we know wrestling ain't real. This shit is an act. These dudes are actors. This shit ain't real. We watch guys slam around. We know it ain't real. So when we hear the battle rappers say, what they gonna do to each other, we know that this shit is it's all fake. It's not real. Yeah, yeah, for sure, 100%. Like I said, man, I ain't gonna stay with y'all long. We 30 minutes in. I'll probably give y'all another 20 minutes, another 20 minutes at a time. Sidebar, choke no joke, man. Stop the rapping, man. Somebody go tell Choke no joke, Grown Man Business TV told him no more rap songs. The shit is over. It's over, son. Stop disrespecting hip hop. Stop disrespecting the mic. Stop disrespecting the studio and the engineer that you going and using. I'm sure you paying good money. So that engineer sit there and let you talk that fucking weird Kumo D, Run DMC. You got a Run DMC flow, homie. It's 2024. You rapping like Kumo D. You rapping like yeah, it's game over. I'm gonna say that one more time. Choke, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. It's unbelievable how bad you are. That shit is crazy, son. That shit is crazy. You need to really re-evaluate what you doing, man. And I know you probably love making music. It's a hobby. But stop disrespecting the game like that, man. Stop disrespecting the game like that, Choke no joke. Take some time out, man, and write and figure this shit out. But if you gonna keep rapping like that, you need to stop it, man. You dead wrong for going in that studio and laying them tracks down that you been laying down. I ain't gonna say that. I just wanted to say that one more time. You must be an engineer, homie. You know what, man? You know what's crazy? Rick Ross was a police officer. Rick Ross was a CO, right? And you done? What you about to do? Okay, I'll be done in a little bit. I'll chop you up real fast. So it get you right. But yeah, Rick Ross, right? When I was, back in those days, what I'm saying, you could not be a CO, you could not be a cop. That shit was unheard of, you know what I'm saying? And Rick Ross ended up being a CO at one time of his life. And one thing I will say about Rick Ross is you're 100% right, man. Rick Ross has immaculate beat He picks the best beats. Rick Ross has a crazy ear for beats, and he nice with the he's nice. Rick Ross is another artist that, you know, you can listen to and get words of wisdom. He gives you things that you can live by. You understand what I'm saying? He gives you. Rick Ross looked up to Jay-Z. So a lot of the times, the people that came up listening to Jay-Z really understand how good he was, how lyrically inclined, how lyrically talented Jay-Z was, and you just want to be as good or better. You strive to reach that level of lyrical ability. So yeah, I feel you, man. Good hip hop is, you know, it's like a movie. You can see this shit. You can see every word being said. Do rag rapping, my waves up, pockets full of hope. Jay-Z said, my mind is infested like sick thoughts that circle like a Lexus. If driven wrong, it's sure to hurt you. Do level like duplexes, community. My crew and me commit atrocities like we had immunity. You guessed it, manifested intangible hood. Platinum Rolex it, we don't lease. We buy the whole car, as you should. My confederation, detonation, explode on detonation. Overload the mind of a said patient. When it boils and steams and comes to it, we all fiends gotta do it. Even righteous minds go through this. True this. The street school is this. Yo, Jay-Z is like, lyrically, ain't no, Jay-Z is top tier. Jay-Z is like #1 on the list. But like, well, I ain't gonna lie. I was listening to some Nas a couple of days ago. That's a fair argument. It's really about who you got on, who you really locked into. Nas's I Am is my favorite album. It got the song Hate Me Now with Puff Daddy up there. It's a bunch of other tracks up there that's my favorite joints. Um, yeah, Nas, I would put Nas and Jay-Z both at #1. And then you get to pick whichever side you fall on. Me, I'm gonna go with Jay. I'm gonna go with Jay over Nas. The Evils. See what I'm saying? Yo, Jay, I'm gonna go with Jay over Nas. And I'll tell you why, Black Wall. If you want, Will T, Wayne is the greatest rapper alive. He's the best rapper alive. Right now, Wayne is better than Jay-Z. We could get into it. We could get into it. Right now, Wayne is better than Jay-Z, but all the way around, because there was a time where Wayne wasn't rapping like the up north, and it was a time where Wayne had to switch his flow to be able to compete with a Jay-Z. He had to switch his flow from 500 degrees and the block is hot, ha. He had to switch all that up to be able to create the Carter 2, the Carter 3, the Carter 4. He had to switch his flow up. So at one point, Wayne wasn't even nowhere near Jay-Z. And Lil Wayne to say that out his own mouth. If you ask Lil Wayne who the greatest rapper alive is, he gonna say Jay-Z. We used to fight for building blocks. Now we fight for blocks with buildings that make a killing. The closest of friends, yo, Jay, and I want to say this, right? I want to say this. What's the name? Brick Wall. If you want me to tell you why I picked Jay over Nas, I'll tell you. But you got to let me know that you want me to tell you, and I give you. And it's a reason that you're not going to ever think. Again, when you come here, I carved out a lane for the real. I carved out a lane for the real. So my perspective is going to be like no other. Like no other content creator, no other YouTuber, nobody on none of these apps is going to come from my perspective. All right, so I'm going to tell you. Salute Brick Wall. The reason why now lyrically, like I said, you could put Jay and Nas at number one, and then you can pick what you want, whoever. And I'm gonna tell you why the reason why I choose Jay over Nas is because when Biggie Smalls was alive, Nas was a big deal. When Biggie Smalls was alive, Jay-Z was coming up and becoming a big deal. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, we all knew that Biggie was the king of New York. Biggie was the king of New York. And what Biggie did was he reached out to Nas on Ready to Die. He told Nas he wanted him on the album. Nas came to the studio and Nas told this story. Nas came to the studio. He smoked some weed with Big. Big played the beat for the song, give me the loot, give me the loot, I'm a bad boy. Give me the loot, give me the loot, I'm a bad boy. That song, Give Me the Loot. He wanted Nas on Give Me the Loot. Nas couldn't really figure out how to ride the beat. Nas had a problem writing to that song. Nas had a problem writing. And what happened, see, when I heard the story, I was able to see through the smoke and mirrors. Nas said that he was having a problem writing to that song. He said that he watched Biggie. Biggie didn't write. Biggie was mumbling his words. And then next thing you know, Biggie had a whole verse and Nas still couldn't get it together to get on that track. So he never made that song. He never was able to make that song because he saw the genius in Biggie and it intimidated him, Nas. So what Nas did is he went over to the Wu-Tang Clan, he started doing songs with them, but he never did songs with Biggie. And then Life After Death happened, and it was the same thing over. He never did one song with Biggie. And it's not because he didn't have a chance to. It's not because he wasn't able to. It's not because they wasn't in the same state. It was all because he went over there and saw Biggie not writing on pen and paper. Now, fast forward to Jay-Z. Jay-Z, Biggie says, hey, I want you on the album. Jay-Z comes to the studio. Jay-Z tells the story that it was a pen and pad on a board. Biggie slid the pen and pad to Jay-Z. Jay-Z slid the pen and pad back to Biggie, and they both found out that they don't write. So Jay-Z's genius, it matched the level of Biggie's genius, and they were able to come together and do Brooklyn's Finest, and then they was able to come together and do I Love the Dough. So Jay-Z made both of his albums. He made both of Big's albums. Not because he was cooler with Jay-Z, because again, Jay-Z was on the come up. Nas was already had Illmatic. He was already established. He was already a big deal in New York City. But Nas was still writing lyrics. Nas had never seen somebody do what Jay-Z and do what Big do with just coming up with the song in his head. And that wasn't the problem. The issue was that he was intimidated by Biggie Smalls. He was so intimidated by Biggie Smalls that it kind of created a beef between them because Biggie was trying to work with Nas and Nas kept avoiding Biggie Smalls. So when you hear that song, Kicking the Door, Waving the 4-4, all I heard was Papa Don't Hit Me No More, he talking about a lot of rappers, but he talking about Nas as well in that song. Yeah. He see, Nas just did it first. Nas was only king of New York off of shock factor. Nas said he wanted to snuff Jesus or something like that. And everybody in those days was shocked by that. They thought he was the best, but little did they know they hadn't heard something like Biggie ever. So why didn't Nas get the Source magazine? Brick Wall, why didn't Nas win one Source award and why didn't Nas get King of New York on the Source magazine if he was already the King of New York? Why didn't he get the King of New York on the Source magazine? Because Why he never did a song with Biggie? Because Biggie was the real king of New York. Nas was intimidated by that. So for me, I put Jay-Z above Nas because lyrically they both, they both like that. They both top tier lyricists, Jay-Z and Nas. You can't take nothing from Jay-Z. You can't take nothing from Nas. They both like that. The only difference is Nas couldn't rap with Biggie and Jay-Z could. Yeah. So that's my personal opinion. Now, if you want to ask me, did Nas kill Jay-Z with the ether? Yeah, Jay-Z lost that battle. My son, watch you grow up to be famous, and now I smile like a proud dad watching his only son that made it. You seem to be only concerned with dissing women. When you were abused as a child, scared to smile, they called you ugly. Well, life is harsh, hug me, don't reject me, or make records to disrespect me, blatant or indirectly. In 88, you was getting chased in your building, calling my crib, and I ain't even give you my number. All I did was give you a style for you to run with, smiling in my face, glad to break bread with the God. What? That shit one of the illest diss records ever. Ever. So when you really want to take a rapper out, when you really wanna kill that rapper, you need to say his name, homie. No more subliminals. And I feel like that's where K.DOT is at. What we about to do, K.DOT? What you about to give us another song where you rapping in subliminals and you ain't saying they names, but you directing shots at them? Nah, homie. We at the point now, right now, where K.DOT, you might want to say, J. Cole, it's a cold world, and I'll put you in the earth like it's a cold world. Like, you need to say his name, nigga. You want to step on him, homie. If you gonna step on him, step on him. Glad to break bread with the God, wearing jazz shirts, no chain, no cash, no cars, no jail bars, jigger, no pies, no cake, just Hawaii shirts. Hanging with Lil Faith, you a fan, a phony, a fake, a pussy, a stand. I still whip your ass. You 38 in the karate class, you Tybo hoe. Trying to work it out, you trying to get brolic. Ask me if you trying to spit knowledge, nah. Trying to spit the shit you need to learn, though. That ether, the shit that make your soul burn. Like, come on, homie, what we talking about? I ain't taking nothing from Nas. Yo, actually, Nas would be over Jay-Z in my book if I didn't know those stories about him and Biggie Smalls. Biggie Smalls called Nas. He said, I gotta get you on my first album. He only had one feature. It was him and Method Man. It was supposed to be two features. The only two people that was supposed to be on Ready to Die was Method Man and Nas. Even Jay-Z wasn't really supposed to make the cut. He wasn't supposed to make the cut. But when he got Nas in the studio, and Nas said this out his own mouth, he said, yo, I couldn't believe, I've never seen nothing like that before. I never seen somebody not write a word on paper. And he was trying to write. Nas needed to focus, write his words down, memorize his words. You understand what I'm saying? And Biggie Smalls was so far ahead of him, he got intimidated. And then he left the studio, told Biggie he was going to come back, and he never came back. A lot of people don't know this story. He never came back to the studio. He went and did songs with Wu-Tang Clan, and then Ghostface did the whole, you know what I'm saying, son, you're stealing your style, son, talking about Biggie. And then Nas went over there and did songs with them because it was easier. It was easier for Nas to do songs with people that he felt like was inferior to him lyrically. So he went over there and did songs with Ghostface Killer and Raekwon and X, Y, and Z because he ain't respect them lyrically. Biggie, on the other hand, he told Biggie he was gonna come back. Never came back. Never came back. Biggie called him for Life After Death. Yo, I need you on, what song was it? I can't remember what song it was on Life After Death, but he told Biggie he was gonna come to the studio and he never came. He was scared of Biggie. That nigga Nas was scared of Biggie Smalls lyrically. He was scared of Biggie. Biggie would have showed, listen, Biggie's such a smart chess player. Biggie was such he was very strategic. And he already knew that Nas was a big deal in New York City. And he was gonna smoke Nas on the track. Whatever it would, Give Me the Loot, whatever song it was, he was gonna smoke Nas ass on that track and show New York why he's better. But Nas never even did the song with him. Nas saw the play coming. And he knew, yo, if I can't compete with this dude. He gonna expose me. And you gotta think, man, Nas got he got a few albums that flop. You know, the only albums, I like the I Am, that's my favorite album. I Am. Nostradamus was a good album, and Stillmatic was a good album. Anything other than that, yeah, Biggie was a Jamaican, for sure. Because how do I know he was afraid? Because he said, first off, Nas said that it was Biggie, Big L, and it was somebody else, and those was the only artists that he was afraid of lyrically. He said this out his own mouth. You know what I'm saying? You could probably YouTube it, you could Google it. And he told the story about Biggie. But see, one thing about me, right, with Grown Man Business TV, it's the same thing I said about Harness Energy, what it do. It's the same thing I said about, you know, Gene Deal. You understand what I'm saying? You let these guys tell the story. They're gonna tell the story, and they're gonna say it, but they're not gonna. But you, it's up to you to be able to see through the smoke and mirrors. So when he told that story about Big and never coming back, Charlamagne, I think it was Charlamagne, the guy asked him too, like, why didn't you ever come back to the studio? And he said, I was too high. And he said, well, why didn't you come the next day? Why didn't you come back to the studio the next day? And, you know, and Nas was like, I was still high. But he said it sarcastically. You could tell. Because that's where the beef came at. That's where the beef between Biggie and Nas came. Because he left the studio and told Biggie he was going to come back tomorrow. And he never came back. He never answered the phone. He never got in touch with Biggie. He just avoided Biggie for like 2.5 years. Biggie album went platinum a bunch of times. Biggie first album went platinum way before Nas went platinum. Like, Biggie surpassed this nigga fast. Salute. Not just One Mic. One Mic was a classic song, but Nas got a song called We Wine, where he rapped the song backwards. I ain't never heard no shit like that. Like, Nas is definitely, you know, top tier. Again, I put Nas and Jay-Z at #1, both. But I just roll with Jay-Z because Jay-Z first album, bro, was so far ahead of his time. Reasonable Doubt, bro, Jay-Z was saying shit up there that we didn't even know what that shit meant yet. He like, you know what I'm saying? Ludacris. He said Ludacris before niggas even knew what Ludacris really meant back in the day. When I recruited lieutenants with Ludacris, dreams of getting cream, let's do this. Like, yo, what? That shit was crazy. You understand? Like, Jay shit was like, dear God, I wonder, can you save me? I can't die, my boo-boo. What? Like, Jay was on a whole nother level. Politics as usual. Where, been again. Flow just level in the game of lying. Me and my niggas lying. The best who ever came. The game changes like my mind just ain't right. Relax, get this dough. You know it ain't your night. Sucking me in like a vacuum. I remember telling my people I'll be back soon. That was December 85, and Jay-Z rise 10 years later. Got me wise, still can't break my underworld ties. I smoke black a lot in the rap back a lot. Got matching VCRs, a fuse Magnum Fox, 10-inch screens like vintage, pop wine as vintage. Niggas didn't even know what that meant 10-inch screens, pop wines that's vintage. It's a lot of big money in my sentence. Like that shit was unheard of. So for me, it's Jay, man. Jay made us want to hustle, homie. Jay music made us want to get money. Like you gotta understand, like, it wasn't, it was like, it wasn't cool to be the on lean when Jay was rapping. It wasn't cool to be popping pills when Jay was rapping. Jay, when we came up, it wasn't cool to be the fiend. You understand? Jay, like we took that shit from Jay-Z, homie. We wanted to be the hustler. AZ is nice. 22 twos. Yeah, man. Jay. Now, mind you, again, what's one of my favorite? I mean, I got a bunch of favorites. I'm gonna tell you something, right? Nas got a song on I Am. That's my favorite album from Nas. It's the last song on I Am, and it's called Undying Love. I think it's called Undying Love. And I ain't gonna lie, right? That's the first song that I think that I ever heard. That shit was like a movie. It was like I could see every word. I could see it visually. And if you never heard it, I suggest you go listen to it. It's called like Undying Love. It's on the I Am album, Nas, the last album. I mean the last song. And he's talking about catching his girlfriend cheating, and he ends up killing her at the end and killing himself. And the shit was like so vivid. It was the first time I knew, like, you could take this rap, you could take these lyrics, and you could really paint a picture so vivid that the consumer could feel like we could feel like we was there. You know what I'm saying? If you ever heard, so Nas is like, you gotta understand, but Nas don't got the, he don't got the resume Jay-Z got, all the way up to the 444 album, all the way up to, like, you know, the Watch the Throne. Like, Jay-Z got so much music, bro. That nigga catalog is crazy. Nas catalog ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, that's crazy. Yo, what's that song called? It's a song on Stillmatic. I think that's what you talking about, Brick Wall, but um ecstasy drugs, they say it's love, but it's poison. Cool, what I learned, they should be burned, and it's poison. Bitches turn to the medicine with the poison. Niggas suspicion is with the poison. Yo, that shit is a fuck. Yo, again, that was a song right there that I was like, damn, it was opening my third eye. That song right there, it's not called Poison. It's called God, it's called something else. It's not called Poison, and it don't got. It's not. I don't think it got Nate Dogg in it neither. Um, what's that? I just listened to it the other day, man. Ike with the Iverson jersey, light skin with herpes. Yo, that nigga yo, again. That's why I say I can't even put Nas below Jay-Z, but in my book, I'm gonna put him number one, but the second number one. You know what I'm saying? And in somebody else's book, you could put him number one and put it for whatever reason. But that main reason was the Biggie Small story I told. Yeah, Jay, man. Let me break it down again too. Which is why Jay-Z is such a high level puppet right now with the higher ups and the elites. You gotta ask yourself, why is Nas not on the same level as Jay-Z? It's because when Nas would drop music, we heard it, we felt it, we loved it, but he didn't influence the youth to do anything, if that makes sense. He gave game, like that song Poison and all that. He gave up game. He definitely was exposing and opening the third eye, but Jay-Z was the type to control the culture. Again, we wanted to hustle, homie. That nigga Jay talk, that hustle talk way, we took that shit serious. You couldn't pop pills where I was from. You couldn't be on the same block that I was from, that I'm from in Virginia, Norfolk, Virginia, and niggas know you was a pill head. You was a wop. You would have been considered a fiend, a wop, nigga. You wasn't, yeah. No, Nas is in the elite club though. Nas is in the elite club. He done made 40, 50, 60 million dollars in the game. Nas know not to double back and liberate his people. When Nas used to rap back in the day, if Nas would have got $100 million back when he was writing that music, Nas would have went and did some shit like Tupac. He would have liberated his people. Nas would have been like a revolutionary. They would have had to kill Nas like they did Tupac. If not, but now Nas done got older. He done got exposed to the higher ups and elites. He know what he's supposed to do and he know what he not supposed to do. And now Nas done made 40, 50 millions. You know, somebody gave him some advice and told him to invest in this and invest in that. And he made 30, 40, 50, 60 million dollars. But only after he was, yeah, is what it is and it'll be what it's gonna be. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna Hey Joe, you ready? Okay, just let me know when you're done. Yeah, Nas would have been on the Jay-Z level, but Jay-Z again, his words and his rhymes and his music was so influential to us that when Jay-Z said change clothes, we changed clothes. When Jay-Z said drink Cristal, we was drinking and wanted to drink Cristal. When Jay-Z said, you know, put the button up on and take the jersey off, we took the jersey off and we put the button up on. When Jay-Z said stop drinking Cristal, we drinking Douce now. We stopped drinking Cristal. You don't even know or hear about Cristal. These youngins don't know nothing about Cristal. They don't know nothing. Yeah, yeah. No, I don't think that Jay-Z was turned up by Diddy. I think that Jay-Z knew what Diddy did to Biggie. You understand? Jay-Z knows what Diddy did to Biggie. And being as though Jay-Z loved Biggie and he was friends and so close with Diddy, that's how they got on the same page. I ain't gonna tell on you. I know what you did to Biggie. I know how you capitalized off his death. I know you made that song, I'm Missing You. You made hundreds of millions of dollars after you got rid of my homie. And I ain't gonna tell on you. But I want his chain, I want his Jesus piece, I want his Cuban link. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to use his verses. I'm going to use his songs. You're not going to say nothing about it. I'm going to use Biggie verses. I'm going to use all his songs. I'm going to do whatever I want. And you ain't going to say a word about it because you know I know what you did, homie. And I just believe that's what happened. I believe, and that's just my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because bosses going to recognize bosses. Real going to recognize real. And Jay-Z being a boss, he was like, yo, and Biggie, you know, he could have exposed, you know, Big Puffy, but he didn't. Because Puffy been up under the higher ups and the elites. And Jay-Z knew he wanted to be up under the higher ups and the elites. Jay-Z said, I want to be a businessman. Not only do I want to be a businessman, I want to be looked at as a businessman. Paid the price. Jay-Z paid the price, and now we all look at Jay-Z as a businessman. But one thing for sure, two things for certain. Jay-Z, Puff Daddy, Dr. Dre, all these rich businessmen, all of these black rappers and musicians and celebrities, they were mere crumbs. They're crumbs on the table of the higher ups and the elites. Crumbs. You know, you can swipe their ass, you get a napkin and swipe them all off the table. They all gonna fall. They all crumbs. Jay-Z played Dame Dash. He had to show the higher ups and the elites that he was willing to cut his own people off for the money. Because that's what you got to do. For you to get $1 billion, you think, let's go a little deeper into this, guys. Let's talk about this. So you think you're going to get $100 million and be on code with black people? Be on code with your homies from the streets? That ain't how this work. You want to be looked at as a businessman, right, Jay-Z? Well, we'll make you be looked at as a businessman. We'll put it out in the media. We'll make everybody look at you as a businessman, but you can't take Dame Dash with you. Because Dame Dash is a little bit more than a businessman. He's a renegade. He's a rebel. He's a revolutionary. And when you think, nah, you can't bring him with you. Yeah. You know, you can go. You can't take Dame. And not only can you not take Dame, but yeah, you got to make it public, homie. You got to do him dirty in public. You got to stab him in his back where everybody can see you stab him in his back. And we'll give you the world after that. And that's what Jay did. He stabbed Dame Dash in the back in front of everybody. Now let's look at these British people. Let's look at the higher reps and the elites, these Caucasians, these Russians, these British. Now the people that Puffy is in bed with or was in bed with were some dudes from Great Britain, some British boys. Those are the guys that own Ciroc. They own Ciroc. And Diddy got $100 million, $200 million, and then he turned around and tried to sue the people that own Ciroc, these white boys, they're from Britain. And when he tried to sue them, they actually had to pay Diddy some money. They settled out of court. They paid Diddy some money, and then they got on cold. Because if you sue one of these guys, if you upset one of these guys, if you backstab one of these white boys, all of the white boys get in the line and say, we ain't none of us messing with you. Or you did that to him, we ain't none of us. They on cold. You good? You ready? All right. Nah. I ain't gonna lie, man. Yeah, we at the big house right now, guys. You already know what time it is. You know, word to Nip. You see that? Got Nipsey on the wall. And who is that? Who is that? Who is that guy right there? You know who that guy is? Who is that guy? Y'all ever seen him before? Nah, I ain't gonna lie. That was the brick wall. That was the beginning stages of me not rocking with Jay-Z. That was the beginning stages of me saying, nah, I can't rock with Jay. So that was the fall off. Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm gonna chop baby girl up real quick. Yeah, Nip, yeah. Salute to Nip. Word to Nipsey. All right, Joe, come here quick. Let me see something quick. Oh, this shit ain't how I thought this out. Okay, let me see something. This is a half. This is a half. More. Dude, agree with what he did now. All right, let me see.
I put a clip on this part. You don't have to cut it. I'm gonna let it get long.
Okay, that's what I was going. Okay, cool.
Run out of here.
Alright, so let me see.
Oh wait, got it. Here, take a before picture for me, please.
Take a before picture?
Yeah. So I can know what it looks like right off a cut.
Okay, here you go.
Thank you.
That makes two. too. Cause I don't want to go too close, and then you want me to take it closer, I'm gonna take it closer. I looked at some stuff on YouTube. Cause last time, I was nervous last time. I wanted to click it with the dreads. A lot. But I seen it on YouTube. The guy was showing how like this whole separate the hair and then hair. It made me feel a little better.
Oh gosh, that.
Because I was like, that's going, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, what it do? Yeah, you did good. Yeah, a little chop game real quick. You feel me? You know, chop every girl up real quick. Let me get you right. Alright.
Finished?
Yeah, let me see.
See, look at how much hair there is.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
You got alcohol?
No.
You have no alcohol?
I have alcohol wipes.
You got alcohol wipes?
Yeah, I think I do.
Yeah, let me get
It's gonna burn?
It's not gonna burn, but it's gonna just might just tingle. I can water it down, but it's fucking burn. Yeah, shake that out. I'm gonna shake it all the way out.
Let me go get the wipe.
Alright. What it do? Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get my daughter got some she got some locks. She got some locks, man. So she be needing daddy to edge her up real quick. You know, give her a little edge up. But yeah, man, like I said, I don't agree with what Jay did, man. That shit was bogus. You know, you start really learning the ins and the outs of the higher ups and the elites. You really start understanding what's going on. So for me, you know, absolutely not. But you know, oh gosh, hold on. You don't have none?
It's gone.
Damn.
I can get more.
Oh, you say you don't got none?
No. I use those wipes for my nails when I do my nails. Is a dehydrator.
Alright, well, let me just use this then. That's so good. I thought I had some damn stuff, but I guess I don't. But it's always just good to wipe off with a You want me to take a picture of this song? You could.
It's okay.
You got one thing right there.
That's better. It's a skin tag.
Okay, yeah, I haven't seen that before.
Mom has a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, I know.
Sometimes I wonder what would happen if you take it off, but she said it will start bleeding.
Yeah, you ain't supposed to mess with those things.
I literally only have one.
Yeah, you ain't supposed to. You can't cut them off or nothing like that.
I know.
Because there's some problem. You ain't supposed to cut them out like that. So yeah, you lined up nice and neat, man. See how long that lasts you.
Oh my god. It literally feels like it doesn't last at all.
No, it does like getting a haircut.
The heck?
Like getting a haircut. Just refresh for a few days. Motherfucker will grow back wild.
So then what is the point? My god.
That's why I said, like, if I was to cut my beard off right now, my shit would grow back like 3 times bigger.
What the?
You know, I just had it ticked on me to get my beard. I ain't cutting my shit off.
Why does it take so long for you to get it? It takes forever.
No, that's the thing. It ain't gonna go back fast. It's like your hair did. It go back fast as hell, just like your hair did. Oh my God. It don't take long at all. But yeah, it feel clean, right?
Yes.
You see? Yeah. You don't want to take it down too low. You don't want to take it down too low. Hold on. So what's up? Salute. So who's your favorite rapper in this generation? I ain't gonna lie, man. You good? How your room feel?
Good. It's kind of warm up here.
Yeah. Well, you want to try to go to sleep? Yeah, you ain't gonna need them covers tonight.
I was gonna say I'm going to take my socks off and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at my legs. I have this app where I can control my legs from my room. See? Can't see them, are you?
No, they're not on.
I'm not. Got to be more. There we go.
Oh wow.
See, I can control the brightness and everything.
Look at this, guys. Look at my daughter bed. Look at my daughter bed. That's nice. My daughter bed look nice. She got lights all over that motherfucker. It's like it's floating, ain't it? That is so crazy.
Right, it looks so cool.
Yeah, that's fire. Man, I might get one of those for my bed.
I know, right?
Yeah, I might get one of those for my goddamn bed. That shit look real nice. Look at that, man. It's real nice, man.
Wait, let me
I got a little fucking TV. She got a TV up in that thing. Mm-hmm. Look at this right here, guys. She got this is my daughter room. Damn, that's nice, man. That motherfucker like it's floating.
Looks cool.
Oh, that's real nice.
I always have it on pink or red.
That's real nice. That's real nice. All right. What you about to do now?
I'm about to lay down.
You about to lay down?
Yeah.
All right. All right, well, give me a hug just in case sleep before I lay down.
Thank you for the...
All right, look, what time you got work in the morning?
12.
Okay, all right, that ain't bad. All right, well, if I don't see you before you go to sleep, I love you.
Okay, love you too, brother.
You want me to close the door? You want to open?
Yes, you can close it.
Okay. My favorite rapper from this generation, I ain't gonna lie, man. I have to think about that. I guess my favorite rapper from this generation would have been Nipsey Hussle. Cause I don't really have a favorite rapper from this generation, man. This generation just ain't, that shit ain't what I'm used to. It ain't what I grew up off of. Like I said, real lyricists. So maybe Nipsey the Great. You know, that's a hand painted. That's an original oil, wax, whatever. Feel me? This is the original actual painting. So I would have to went with Nipsey. You know, like Lil Wayne, he's not a part of this generation, but he's still active like a motherfucker. So, you know, Lil Wayne, but he's not a part of this generation. I would call Nipsey a part of this generation. You know who I really, you know one of my favorite rappers from this generation as well is Jay Stone. One of the guys that was up under Nipsey Hussle. Pause. No Diddy. Yeah, man. Nip Hussle. So listen, man, we in and out. You know, I just had to give my daughter a little edge up. You know what I'm saying? She be wanting to get clean. You know, I work with the Clippers a little bit. So listen, man, we gonna definitely tap back in sometime tomorrow for sure. You know what I mean? Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can get the notifications. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. All of these new rappers are definitely puppets and all of that, you know. LBG 123 ABC community. So yeah, I can't really rock with them. I can't really rock with too many of these rappers, man. But you know, like I said, man, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. But make sure, nah.